All right, welcome back. Today I've been doing a bit of skating around. I'm honestly getting like really hungry. One of my favorite things after I've been like skating or doing anything physical is carbs, honestly. So it's like usually either bread or pasta. Today I really wanted to show how to make this pasta that I've had an idea for. I think it's like cool restaurant quality. Probably got the ingredients for like $12 and this would feed 4. So I think that's like kind of helpful in times of inflation and these gas prices. So I think that I can do it in 15 minutes as well. I'll set a timer on my phone when we get home and we'll see if I do it in 15 minutes. Let's skate home and I'll see you guys there.
You are now watching Concerned Mother.
We're back at the house. I'm gonna challenge myself to do this in 15 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer, 15 minutes. Now I did already make sure there's water boiling. I don't think that that should count. I think that's allowed in the challenge because I have to explain what to do. So give me some fucking leeway, you know? 15 minutes, here it is, start. First thing we want to do is get our pasta cooking. We can start building our sauce after the pasta's already cooking. That way we can go pasta directly into our sauce. We're just cooking for 2, so I'm just going to use like half a bag of pasta. I have a lot more water than I need at a rolling boil. Very, very important that it's like really, really rolling boil, not simmer. I don't know what kind of noodles these are. Fusilli, Corti, Bucati. I don't know. This water is quite salted as well, but as soon as you get it in, you definitely want to mix it right away and then periodically stir it as well. Otherwise your noodles are gonna stick together. It's not gonna be a nice experience. So we'll let those go till they are al dente. We need to get our sauce going. The base of our sauce for our aromatics is gonna be onion and fennel. Fennel's this pretty dope root vegetable that's very like, has an anise or licorice type flavor. It mellows a lot when you cook it. So like it starts really anisey, but then it mellows, especially when you saute it, and becomes like sweet, aromatic, savory, but still has that little hint of licorice. So about that for 2 bowls, and I'll do half an onion. Holy shit, it's already been 2.5 minutes. A big part of our sauce is going to be these sun-dried tomatoes. So what I did is I got sun-dried tomatoes that are packed in oil, and I'm going to use this oil to saute my aromatics. This is a lot more flavorful than just using like basic olive oil. A healthy amount of oil in here, maybe about 3 tablespoons. And then we'll get our onions and our fennel in there as well. As soon as you get these in the pan, let's get some salt in there. Oh, you can like already smell the sun-dried tomato oil, eh? You smell it?
No.
It smells good. So while that stuff's going, I'm gonna take a few of these sun-dried tomatoes and we're gonna build kind of a little bit of a paste for our sauce. If you have like a mortar and pestle or a food processor, that's actually an even faster way to do this. So there's our sun-dried tomatoes. We're also gonna need some garlic. You need garlic in a good pasta. I'm just gonna sliver this. About 4 cloves slivered garlic. To this paste, I'm gonna zest 1 lemon. We're gonna add that into our vegetables once they're like really nice and soft, like they are now. Very slightly, trying to get some color. So what we'll do is we'll just put all of this in here. And we'll let that sweat as well. Once that garlic smells really nice and fragrant, we'll be able to go in with some liquid. I'm gonna check on my pasta now. I can tell that even just by touching it with the spatula, I'm still only about halfway cooked. I'm gonna steal some pasta water out of it now, because that's gonna help me build my sauce. And then while this is cooking, I'm also gonna need to get my garnish ready, which is cheese. Cheese, I have to grate cheese. It's Pecorino Romano, nice hard cheese, kind of, you know, classic type of vibe for a pasta. Yeah, I think this is kind of the thing about cooking for yourself, that it doesn't take that long if you're multitasking, you know? So we are making a sauce while our pasta is cooking, and then we're doing our garnish while both are cooking. So it's like, it doesn't really take that long if you make use of your time. Obviously I'm rushing. 15 minutes is maybe a crazy goal, but we'll see. Maybe I do it, maybe I don't. Flat leaf parsley. I'm just gonna take just the ends here. Normally I would really pick through the leaves here. Since we're doing the time, I'm just gonna cut off the tops like that. Very rough chop. We got our 2 garnishes ready. This stuff is doing good, but I really wanna let this develop as much flavor as possible. Let it go for as long as possible. Here we are. This is smelling good, smelling fragrant. Our noodles might be ready. They're ready. I'm gonna scoop out a little bit more pasta water since I won't have an opportunity once I get rid of it. Holy shit, it's so hot in here. We're gonna go in with our noodles. We're gonna go in with a little bit of pasta water. Now the noodles are probably like, I would say 80% cooked, so the rest of that 20% cooking time is gonna happen in here. And the starch that gets released, obviously there's starch in our pasta water, the starch that's continuing to release from these noodles is thickening the water that's in there. So it's making it become thick and saucy. But we're also gonna give that a little bit of help with some cheese and with some butter. And it'll give us this really nice creamy texture that will seem like you used cream, but it's not, it's just starch and yeah, emulsified butter. All right, I'm gonna go in with some cheese right now because it's basically done. So honestly, I'm gonna turn the heat off, but I'm gonna leave it on the element and it'll continue to cook a little bit. I'm also gonna go in with some lemon juice just because I wanna brighten it up. And I know it's gonna seem crazy, but we want like 2 tablespoons of butter in this. And that's it, we're off heat. You can see that our sauce is nice and thick. It's clinging to our pasta. That literally looks so creamy. That's so nice. This is your adjusting period. So, you know, take the time, mix everything, taste and adjust.
Make it look easy.
"15 minutes. See you guys in the next video."